Hello everybody, welcome back to the episode of Just I'm playing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 100%. Last episode they finished off the Champion's Ballot. And today, we're gonna go and test out our new toy. And we're gonna go and destroy Ganon. This is so good. Alright, here we go, people. Okay. I have a general idea about where to go, right? Wait, let me go and do something. There we go. The quest I got from King Rome.
Urbosa's fury is ready.
Let's go. The only thing I care about is getting to Ganon and killing him. I think I'm gonna try to speedrun my way, or speedrun, yeah, sure. Try to get as fast as I can through Hyrule Castle. I'm just gonna go and ride with my bike. I don't give a fuck about the freaking stalkers. They can suck a dick. I'm just going straight. Yeah, I'm gonna be going straight for Hyrule Castle. I'm gonna ignore any and all Hyrule stalkers. Yes, I know. Any and all Guardian stalkers. Even in Hyrule Town itself, I'm gonna see how what I can do. if I can drive over the Calamity goop. I'll just have to see. Oh my god, man. I do love this though. This freaking bike is one of my favorite things in the game. It's only unfortunate that you only get it after the Champion's Ballot, because for me personally it does take some time before I get it, of course. Alright. This is where stuff starts to notice me, probably. Shouldn't be an issue though. This thing also cannot be destroyed, I think. So, don't really think I cared much about it. Ah, crap. It doesn't like the Ganon goop. Right. I'm gonna summon my thing again. And let's see. Is there any more goop? Well, there is more goop, but can I get over this thing? Nah, fuck it. I'll just go and walk in the normal way, I suppose. Doesn't matter though. It's the thought that counts. I guess I can go this way. I'm just gonna go and ignore this stalker over here. He's gonna wake up, but who cares? Oh my god, he noticed me! There we go. Just barely avoiding that shit. And to the left. And to the right. I'm going to try to ignore that Skywatcher. Open the gate.
The roof's protection is now ready
Ah, crap. I did not see that stalker was still following me. Alright. It is time for us to go straight over to the Sanctum. I feel Guardian resist, so I think I should be fine. Even if I get shot here and there, doesn't matter. I also have a lot of a sizable amount of healing items, so. Don't you love getting targeted from every freaking angle? So the Ganon group does go back. Okay, the Ganon group does reset. After a Blood Moon, probably. Interesting. I don't think all the Ganon group resets, right? No, it does, wow. All the Ganon group just resets. That's interesting. Okay, we're gonna float over that way. Bam, 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 bam. Alright. I'm gonna try to make it to the Sanctum first, and then I'll switch over to some better garb, I would say. While I get shot, of course. There we go. I should be fine now. Let's go and save my game, because I can. Alright, so let's go and go in with this, I think. And then with everybody's favorite, my Master Swords, Hylian Shield, and I guess just Mono Buff for now. Alright, I'm also going to fully heal up. Because I can. Let's do it.
Link. Link. I'm sorry, but my power isn't strong enough. I can't hold it.
Has finally come. Brace yourself, Ganon, for the sting of my revenge!
This will be our final opportunity. We will not fail.
Let's go, little guy. Now, open up wide, Ganon!
100 years in the making. Hold on, Princess. Our moment has arrived.
Excuse me for a moment while I take a picture of you. Alright. Oh. Yeah, I wanted to try to avoid that one when I was too late. I have no what you're doing. Okay. Okay, sure. I don't care. I have not fought this boss that much in my life, so I have absolutely no idea how this works. At least not that good, like not that much of an idea. Okay. So that's the end of the Rook's protection. God damn it. Perfect gameplay, people. Okay. Just gonna start walking around. Ah, crap. I was kind of hoping I could shoot him in that thing. Which I can. Crap. Oh man. Perfect gameplay over here. Okay. I hit him. Okay. Okay. The Hylian shield, people. The Hylian shield. It is saving my ass. God damn it. I tried to parry, but it failed. Okay, I guess that works as a flourish. Not complaining. Need the power of the Master Sword, asshole. The fully powered type, even though it doesn't really matter much. The Master Sword is always gonna do 60 damage when you fight anything of the Calamity. God damn you. This is fine. Nice. Go. Now this part is a weird one. I don't really know what you do in this part. I think if you parry back a laser, it gets rid of the shield. Yep. Okay, time for a Burst Fury. Did it really do that much? Yeah, well, there's the final boss, of course. Guess that's not too big of a surprise. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Okay, even the Master Sword is not gonna do jack shit. An Ancient Arrow might do something. I have no idea. Alright, buddy. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. There we go. Flurry Rush. Nice. Okay. Nice. Ah, crap. Doesn't really do what I wanted to do though. Can I shoot you down with a bomb arrow? Nah. Okay, that also works. I don't care. This works. See ya.
Ganon was born out of a dark past. He is a pure embodiment of the ancient evil that is reborn time and time again. He has given up on reincarnation and assumed his pure, enraged form. If set free upon our world, the destruction will be unlike anything ever seen before. I entrust you with the bow of light, a powerful weapon in the face of evil. Link, you may not yet be at a point where you have fully recovered your power, or all of your memories. But courage need not be remembered, for it is never forgotten.
Bow flight. Princess Zelda gave you this bow and arrow for the battle with Dark Beast Ganon. When wielded by the hero, it fires arrows of pure light, strong enough to oppose the calamity. Let's get the fuck out of here. So, he's gonna fire a laser. Okay, let's go and do something real quickly. Just give me a moment. Just wait a moment. Dark Beast Ganon. Hello. There we go. That's all I needed to do. Let's get a move on. Where are the glowing points, my lady?
I'm holding back the malice.
Got him. I think. No. Yeah. I hit him. Okay. Good, 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 good. Come on, come on, come on. Nice.
Ganon's power is weakening.
Let's go and get in front of him. For a second so I can get to his other side. Hello. Here comes another laser. Nice. Right. Give me more shiny things to shoot. Come on. There we go. Right.
It's working.
So I keep forgetting how the final part works of this battle. Do I have more glowing points to shoot in a moment, or? Gotta watch out for the trees, because yeah, I can get blocked by trees. Which would be really bad for not only me, but also my horse. Okay, underneath his body. Got him. Right.
So close.
My eyes.
Link, look up there. That's the very core of Ganon's being. Do what you must, Link.
Let's go and float upwards. Let's see.
Now, Link.
And down he goes. Nice. Okay. The final battle with Ganon really isn't too difficult, I will say. But there's no dark beast Ganon. Calamity Ganon can be a little bit more difficult, I would say. As you notice with me struggling. But that's more because I don't really know how the boss works, since I don't really fight it that much.
been keeping watch over you all this time. I've witnessed your struggles to return to us, as well as your trials in battle. I always thought, no, I always believed that you would find a way to defeat Ganon. I never lost faith in you over these many years. Thank you, Link. The hero of Hyrule. May I ask, do you really remember me?
What a way to break the immersion. Doesn't matter. It's time for credits. Oh, man. In a certain way, I cannot believe that I've done it a second time. That I've 100%ed the game a second time is kind of unbelievable. But if I were to ever do it for a second time, it would definitely have been for a Let's Play. So, it was a success. I think, at least got all the korok seeds, all the shrines, most, if not all the quests. I think I have all the quests done. And aside from that, I think I've done just about everything except get most of the chests. I haven't really talked that much to, or like, I've talked to as many people as I can. I haven't really talked, like, how should I say this? This is a 100%, but I haven't been able to give you a lot of trivia or whatever. I haven't really done a lot of research about this game. That's also not really my style. But I do feel like, when it comes to the gameplay aspect and the way that everything is presented to you in this game, I think I've done everything that I could. I'm also happy. The only thing that I haven't done, that I can say when it comes to gameplay shenanigans, is Master Mode. Which I won't be doing. The difference between Masters, like the thing that Master Mode adds, let me go and take a look at this for a moment. Because I'm kind of interested in this. Let's see, so the things that Master Mode adds are like a certain amount of chests, and I think also a couple of extra enemies. It does add the golden enemies, that's one thing that I do know. It also adds regeneration on enemies. It might also make it so that the enemies in general do more damage, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I don't know the specifics about Master Mode. But well, yeah, there are a couple of extra chests throughout the game. With just casual rewards, I would say. I don't think there's anything really special in Master Mode you can only get in Master Mode. Or Master Mode? Yes, Master Mode. Once again, I think I could be wrong in some kind of a way. And if I am, then feel free to tell me about it. My god, man. I don't know how many hours it took me. This is another thing I'm gonna take a look at. So once the credit scenes, or like once the credits are over, my god, jeez. I'm gonna be looking at Hero's Path, so I'm gonna be looking through my entire run through this game, just because I'm interested. And then, there was something else I wanted to do. Shit, I forgot it. I forgot. Doesn't matter. I'm at least gonna do that. And aside from that, man. Do you need to know the thoughts? Like... Well, need to know the thoughts. I think after the amount... Oh yeah, I was also going to take a look at how long I spent on this game, if I can even see that. Man. This game has been... I think after this playthrough, I'm never going to be touching this game again. I think. So I might as well tell you or like explain to you like the way that this game happened in my life. So when we did our first initial playthrough, we did it as a blind playthrough, but then me together with Cube. We both have very different ways of playing games from time to time. So that made, that clashed a little bit every now and then, which in the end didn't make me enjoy this game too much. When we reached the end of the game, I was like, I don't like Breath of the Wild too much. But I also had a very difficult time of my life at that point, which meant that I don't know, there was just a lot of shit happening in my life at that moment, so, like, around that time. But, after I did that, I later on went back to this game, than as my own 100% playthrough on my own. And then I really, really enjoyed the game. Just to be able to do whatever the hell I want really made me enjoy this game a lot more. I think it's also because it's such an open game that it's very difficult to be like, okay, I'm doing this stuff now. Oh yeah, next episode you're gonna go into the other side of the world and do something else. Or if you're doing a certain thing and and then throwing that specific task on somebody else, I have issues with that. I kind of like to have, choose a task that I'm gonna do and finish it myself, instead of giving it to somebody else. Unless if I have absolutely no other choice. And then we come to this moment where I was editing the Breath of the Wild blind playthrough a year ago. And I just got this itch of like, you know what, I want to play Breath of the Wild again. Then I tried to do a 100% playthrough. I wanted to begin doing a 100% playthrough. But I still had a lot of issues with anxiety and panic and all that jazz. And I was also home alone for some time. I seem to remember being home alone for 2 weeks or something in a row, which was very rough on me. But well, yeah, it's just a thing that I need to work on. And back in the day, I also didn't really I wasn't really busy with looking for help or whatever. It was just me. I wasn't really trying to. I kind of wasn't really trying to move onwards. I was too scared to move onwards. Right now, things have changed though. I'm fighting against it. But well, yeah, I edited the blind playthrough. Then I was like, you know, let's go into Breath of the Wild. Tried that first thing, which I gave up halfway through the Great Plateau collection because I didn't feel good. And then I just later on decided to be like, you know what, nah, I want to give it a good shot. I think I've also felt a lot better at a certain point. It was still in the same summer though. Those are both happening during summer. And yeah, the second one I started, from the moment that I started to enjoy myself so much more with this. I could actually continue talking. It was never really too boring. It was always a lot of fun. Or at least just a decent amount of fun, let's say it like that. And then aside from that, yeah, I did have a really big break at a certain point. But then I just decided to... I do this a lot with my playthroughs, with my Let's Plays. But then I just decided to grind on my teeth and just keep going until I finished it. And now we've reached this point, where I think for the last maybe month or something, I've been... Or maybe longer. I have no idea how long I've been doing this. I also don't really keep count at how long it takes me to finish a playthrough. What I do know is that I definitely enjoyed this. This was... Well, most of it was enjoyable. It was a little bit tedious here and there. It was a little bit boring. Sometimes maybe, but that's just kind of the way that this game works, I think. And with doing the 100%, doing all the koroks and all that jazz, there's a lot of moments where you're not really doing anything really exciting or whatever. That you just have this happening in an open world game. Almost every single time. But I will continue to say it. This game is... It's, in a certain way, it's a very hidden masterpiece for me. Well, in the beginning, I couldn't really see how good the game actually was. Just in general feeling and a lot of different things. And now, after my first 100% playthrough, and this one, yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite games, yes. In a certain way. There's still a lot of things that they could have done which would have made this game absolutely sublime. But I'm kind of hoping that they're gonna do that in the next game. Meanwhile, enjoying the beautiful music that this game has. Right, there was another thing I wanted to talk about. So, one of the things in this game that I personally, that grabs me the most is the idea of already having lost the war before. That's one thing that really grabs me every single time. Also with all the champions already being dead and all that jazz. I find it very interesting. And also just fun and good. I find a good story for that.
We'll make our way to Zora's domain. Divine Beast Varuta. Looks like it's stopped working. Let's investigate the situation. Miva's father. I believe he would like to hear more about her. The least we can do is visit him and offer him some closure. Although Ganon is gone for now, there is still so much more for us to do, and so many painful memories that we must bear. I believe in my heart that if all of us work together, we can restore Hyrule to its former glory. Perhaps even beyond, but it all must start with us. Let's be off. I can no longer hear the voice inside the sword. I suppose it would make sense if my power had dwindled over the past 100 years. I'm surprised to admit it, but I can accept that.
Just like, I'm sorry, but just like the main theme of The Legend of Zelda always gives me goosebumps every goddamn time. I love it so much. It's such a good game series, my god. Another thing I wanted to go and talk about, because I'm already talking, might as well continue. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the way that Calamity Ganon works. I really like, especially, I've noticed this during the final boss battle right now. That is like, Calamity Ganon is fucked up, man. Like, after all of the years, or like all of the, like the certain amount of time that that Ganon has revived and come back every single time and then get defeated again and come back again and get defeated again, and all that stuff that happens in between, and like at this point he would just give up on reincarnating and just come as a beast, like just revive as a beast constantly. I don't know, man. Just like when I saw Calamity Ganon just a moment ago, like the first part of Calamity Ganon, you could like really see how fucked up he was. Just like there wasn't really much sense to him anymore, and I actually really like the way that they did that. Okay, so I'm gonna go and take a look at my Hyrule Companion. So we have Dark Beast Ganon. Let me just go and take a look at everything for a moment. Well, I'm just gonna take a look at it like this. I think I'm not. If you're wondering, no, I'm not gonna be reading all of these descriptions because that's gonna make me lose my voice, my mind, and everything in between. So I have all of the creatures, I think. Yep. I have all of the monsters. All the monsters. Well, I have even more hiccups. All of the materials. And then all of the weapons. All of the magnificent, beautiful, awesome weapons, including the Bow of Light, of which I had to take a picture in the middle of the final battle. And then also these things. Nice. Alright, people. Maybe I should move some... Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I have a 99.42%. I think I might have missed an area. The way that the 100% works, down in the bottom left, is, or the way that the game counts 100%, is how many areas you found. So once you go over to a certain place, sometimes there might not be a name over there. And once you go to the place, the game will save and tell you like, hey, you've found this place. And then that place will be marked on your map as a name. I guess I missed one of the areas. I'm not gonna, if you're wondering, no, I'm not gonna be, like, it might be super satisfying to see it, but I'm not gonna be going out of my way to get that. I'm not in the mood for that. I really am not. So, my friends, maybe I should go over to a place with better music. Let's go over to... You know what? Let's go over to Terrytown. I love the music in Terrytown. Let's go. I'm gonna make my way to Terrytown, and then we're gonna take a look at my entire hero's path. Which might take quite some time to get through. I have no idea. If you're not interested in any of the optional stuff, the only thing I'm gonna be doing is watching the hero's path. And I'm also gonna be taking a look at how much time it took me, if I can find it on my Switch. Right. Aside from that, there's nothing else. Nothing else is gonna happen. I don't have anything else to do. Like, I don't have anything... Yeah, there just isn't anything left to do anymore. My god. I kind of can't believe it that I've managed to do it. You know what really... The thing that's really fun right now is that I actually managed to enjoy the end of a game for once. I usually get really nervous during an end of the game. And it makes it so that I can't really appreciate what's happening a lot of the times. But now I really did, and it was amazing. I loved it. Okay. So, here's path mode. Oh boy. So, we begin at the beginning, which is the entire Great Plateau. Let's see. I do think it's probably a good idea for me to bring this to maximum speed. Let me go and zoom in a little bit more, so we can see a little bit more what I'm doing. Let's see, so Eastern Abbey, I think I got shot by... I think I got shot by a guardian over there. Got the chest over there. Went to the Temple of Time and decided to go and make my trek over to the Deja Ruins to get, I think, a chest, like just a DLC thing. The same over there, maybe? I don't remember what I did over there. Then got the tower, got some more shrines, caught myself a horse, went over to Kakariko Village, got the Great Ferry, went over there, got that thing, went over to Hatno Village, got some stuff over there, back to Kakariko Village, and then back over to Hatno. And yeah, this is my entire trek to get the climbing armor. So I fought some stuff over there, went that way, fought that stuff, went all the way over this way, almost froze to death, trying to get that climbing armor. Leveled up, I think. What did I do over there? I went all the way back. Oh yeah, right. Went to get that tower. Right, the teleporting horse armor, of course. That's what I went to get. And then I went to go and grab another piece of horse gear, which is over there. Then back to Kakariko Village. Back to the Great Ferry and leveling up. Back to Hateno Village to go and dye my armor, maybe? I have no idea. Right, going north. Getting the tower over there. And the shrine, of course. Getting the Midna's Helm, I seem to remember. And then making my way downtown. No, making my way over to the Gerudo region. Getting another thing. Going this way, going past the Karakura Bazaar. Getting the armor. Going back over there. Entering Gerudo town. Getting the Great Ferry. And then go over that way. Wow. To go and get the cold resistant armor, right? So I need the snow boots, the cold resistant armor. And I think this is where my exploration began. Yep. This is where I started to explore. Start to get some stuff around there. Back to Hatno Village for the weapon connoisseur, I think. Back over there to continue my exploration. To the bottom of the swamp because I thought there was a falling star, but there was no falling star. Well, it did fall, but I guess it fell into the mud and it disappeared. Continue to collect the stuff down there, around Turing Peaks. Back to the tower. I think I'm gonna do Deja Village Ruins right now, yep. That's so insane, man. This entire playthrough has been so fucking insane. I find it very interesting to see this, though. This is one of my favorite things that they added in the DLC. I love this. This is one of my favorite things. And this is where I think I'm oh yeah. Yeah, yep. This is that's where I had like the gap in between recording sessions. So I went and got the got Reviler's Gale. What the hell is happening? That was weird. Then I went all the way upwards to go over to Goron City? Really? Oh. Did the game remember that? The thing that you're seeing right now is the Let's Play, by the way. That's the stuff I did on the Let's Play. Like on the blind Let's Play, I think. Yeah. Wow. The game I didn't save this. Again. But the game actually remembered me doing Divine Beasts, Vamedo, and Varudania. Wow. I was wondering that, like, that's... Like, I knew that I did this relatively early. But I did not think that I did Elden. Wow, that's amazing. And then I started to explore all the way over there. Yep. Back to Kakariko. And then I went over to the Great Hyrule Forest. Yep. To unlock the I'm sorry, to unlock Hestu, I think. Not even for the Master Sword. The Master Sword is gonna take some time. Then I went and got the... Yeah, the Statue of the 8th Heroine. So I could get the sand boots and the snow boots. Went over to the Gerudo Summit to get the picture of the sword. I find it astounding that I can remember these things, by the way. That's insane. I have, of course, been editing it. Like, it's not only playing once; it's also editing, and then sometimes rewatching, depending on if I start to doubt myself on certain things. It's also not been too long, really. Like I said, it's been a project of like a couple of weeks, I'd say, or maybe a month or two, maybe. I don't really know. Actually, no, wait. There has been like another gap, right? I don't even remember, man. Jeez. Yeah, this is kind of what happens when I don't record. Well, this is just what happens with a long-ass Let's Play like this. So I continue to explore around Hateno Village. And just like the entire Hateno region place. And then we went over to the beach. At that point, one of my favorite areas of the game. Later on, I learned that I'm not too big of a fan of the ocean anymore in this game, because of the amount of water shenanigans I needed to do. Even though I technically didn't need to do it, but the topaz did come in handy, though, to upgrade certain things. Oh, I think there was a fallen star that I just saw. Great fairy fountain. With enough money, probably. And now it's time to go up the Dueling Peaks. And get all the things on the Marble Ridge, or the Maple Ridge, sorry. There's the Hastra Slope and the Pillars of Luvia. And of course Kakariko Village itself. I spent a lot of time in Kakariko Village because of side quests. And then we went over this way. To start going and dealing with the Nehru range. That is one hell of a way to go around, holy crap. Back to Korok Forest to probably go and, yep, increase my weapon slots. Or my equipment slots, really. If you want it, like, as you can see, I didn't even make it halfway through the amount of walking that the game can remember. That's also bonkers. Went up Lunator Mountain to get everything around there. I do find it so ridiculously beautiful to see, though. I love it so much. Went to get the gem stuff, I think. Or at least unlock some of the gem equipment. And the Rabia Plain. Ah, this is the moment where I was having... Oh no, wait, I just went straight for the main quest first. I seem to remember when I started to explore in the wetlands up there, that I started, like, that was a session, that was a pretty bad session. I was really tired. And I was also stressing out because I was home alone again. So, yeah. Went to get the duplex bow. Or tried to get, oh no, I did get the duplex bow. Okay, no, this is the second session. So at my first session, which ended up at the bridge of Hyrule, of Hylia, sorry. And then after this session, I started to explore the swamp, and that's another cutting point. Right, then I began another new session. Took to a lake, getting literally everything that I need around there. Another weapon connoisseur thing, or maybe die. I think I died my armor over there at that point. And then I went exploring this way. This is one of my favorite stretches over here that I'm doing right now. That's definitely one of my favorite stretches to do in this game. And eventually fighting the Lionel, of course. Redstone Forest. What am I doing over there? Oh, I think that's for hightail lizards or something. I farmed something over there. I think it's hightail lizards. Because I do need, like, I needed a metric crap load of hightail lizards in this game. Then I noticed that I missed a thing down there. Yep, I definitely remember that one. And the florid sandbar, and this is the moment over here. So I explored all of that stuff. And then I ended up somewhere around there. Or no, wait, right before I went over this way. Yep. And then I did something else first. I don't remember what I did first, though. I guess we'll see. I have no idea what I'm doing. Going into the Lost Woods to get the Korok mask, I think, first. Just to show it off. Then going to Akala. Yeah, I definitely remember this. Yep. Going to Akala and getting the Ancient Tech Lab going. So I could start getting some ancient stuff. Oh, crap. Jesus Christ. Whoopsie. It's a good thing that the game remembers, because otherwise I would have not been happy. And then I did the entire labyrinth to get my teleportation sigil. And then the exploration continues. This time in the Zora region, or the Lanea region, kind of, whatever. Zora's domain, to be precise. Getting all the stone tablets also. Talking to every single Zora. And then doing the mountains around Zora's domain. I definitely remember that stretch up there. Like going around the mountains and all jazz. I just remember everything, which is insane. I find that so insane that I can remember almost everything that I did in this game. And the way that I went about it. It's absolutely insane to me personally. Right. So I got Fishwife. Oh yeah, right, I also got a Frost Scale. Uda's Crossing, and I'm back down the river to follow the thing, right, for the quest. And finishing up that quest. Going back to Akala to get those two shrines. Then doing something else I seem to remember, and then continuing up... No, wait, what? What am I doing? Oh no, wait, I got two shrines so I could get the Master Sword, I think. And then I made my way up Death Mountain. And then down here to get... Right, I got the towers to get a foothold in every single region. Right. That tower, and then I got a scale, I think, from Dinral. Doing something else in the Korok's Forest, which I don't know. It might be the Master Sword, though. I'm not sure. Don't remember specifically when I did those. Alright, went straight over to... Right, this is the moment where I was collecting a lot of pictures. This is my compendium run. where I went to go and get all of the special horses and take pictures of all the special creatures and all that jazz. Which took me some time. It was not particularly a pleasant experience, to be quite honest. This is to get the stall horse, I definitely remember that one. Yep. Also, at a certain point when I was getting the giant horse, my horse prime died. So I revived him at the horse god, which you might have also noticed. That I went over to the horse god to get my horse revived. I'm just teleporting all the way around to get pictures of everything. Or a lot of things in any case. That's my journey to look for a grizzlemaw bear. And that's my journey to get the birds, I think. Maybe? Yeah, definitely. Yep. There's another set of birds on the Florida Bridge. Yep, definitely remember that one. And then over here on at the Maw of Death Mountain. That's the best place to get these birds. And then I think that's for some type of bug over there. And then I went to go and get the stealth fin tribe for my stealth armor, which I then proceeded to instantly upgrade, maybe? Or actually no, wait, I couldn't, because I didn't have the thing unlocked quite yet. Went to go and take another picture of something else. Went over there to get something else. Probably more pictures. I think I'm still looking for a lot of pictures right now. I noticed that I need to go over to the Rockwoods to go and find an energetic beetle, energetic rhino beetle, which was not easy, nor fun. Took a picture of an Octo Rock over there. Eastern Abbey for the Decayed Guardian, right? And then I went straight into Hyrule Castle so I could get the picture of the turrets. Back to Eldon so I could take a picture of flame resistant or flameproof lizard. Got something else over there. I think maybe a snow fox or something, I have no idea. Went my way all the way over there to get a smaller wing butterfly picture. Yes, people. This is a long, like this took me a long time to get all those things going, and then my exploration continued with the Bridge of Hylia. Or just Lake Hylia in general. Back to Satori Mountain, because I noticed I could take a picture of the mountain god. Or Lord of the Mountain. Or maybe that was for a star, I don't remember. Then I noticed that my raft was gone, so I need to go and get another raft. All the stuff around Bridge of Hylia, which was interesting. I went up until that point, yep, I definitely remember that one. I went all the way around there. Getting all the stuff around this entire part. Also doing the quest a couple of times. As you can see, a couple of times, because my horse couldn't jump over that freaking fence. That was so frustrating. That was so ridiculously frustrating. Right, and then we have whatever the hell. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a new horse. That's when I got my new horse, I think. Right, and then went over to Puffer Beach and all the beaches south. Or like at least the beach south from that. Went to go and do the archery minigame 2 times to get both of the pieces of the armor, like the horse saddle and bridle that you can get from that horse archery minigame. This is gonna take so long, and I'm not gonna give a fuck about it. I'm still interested, and I keep on want to follow this because this to me personally is very interesting and satisfying. I think that's for dragon parts over there. Right? Yeah, that's when I was grinding dragon parts. For the hero's armor. I like the champion's armor. Champion's tunic, whatever. And then I continued over this way. Getting everything around the tower. Make my way to the left. Get the stuff down the beach, climb the mountain. Get the things on the mountains over there. Go around to the the grasslands. Getting the labyrinths because I wanted to go and get another piece of the barbarian armor. Just fight a stone talus. Get another shrine. Fight a Lionel. Finish up that entire area down there. Going over to the bandstand because I was in the mood to get the final piece of barbarian gear. Had to fight another Lionel, of course. Right, and then we're back over here. And this is where I began with the forest. This was an annoying session. Doing the forest was an annoying session. You know, I think the other reason why I'm so happy is just that I'm done, really. Because the exploring did really become pretty dang annoying after a while. Not gonna lie. I will say there were certain parts which were really bad. Fair and Woods was pretty dang bad. The Necluda Sea was also pretty dang bad. Then we had the Gerudo Highlands, which were not particularly amazing. And also the Hebra Mountains, which were not that fun. So doing everything in the Fair and Woods themselves. Then going down to the beach. Getting some more stuff up there, yep. Then going somewhere else. Alright, to get the rubber armor. Yep, still needed some pieces of the rubber armor. Upgrading my weapon slots again. And upgrading my armor. Right, then to Tuft Mountain. Going down there, doing Lurden Village. Or at least that's one of the next points. I would need to go out of my way to go and get... Oh, sorry, I just went out of my way to go and get some ancient stuff. Back to Kakri Village to go and buy something, I think, maybe? No? I don't remember what I did over there. There was a lot of running back and forth over there. Over to Hattonode so I can dye my armors. Back to Lurden to then notice that I needed to do something else. And I'm back to Lurden so I can finally continue. Finishing up the quests, getting the koroks around here, going into the sea to get a lot of treasure. Noticing that I wanted to do something else. Which I don't really remember. Hebra Peak. Oh yeah, I wanted to get the salvager armor, right? Because I was going to be salvaging in the sea, might as well make it legit. And I'm back to Lurden. And this is where my entire ocean exploration happened, which was not fun. That was not a fun moment. I was not too big, like, I wouldn't recommend doing that, unless if you're, like, only go for the koroks, really. Don't go for the chests in the sea. I will say the chests did help me out when it comes to material farming. And also having arrows and weapons and all that, like, I never ran out of anything. So that was a really nice thing there. But aside from that, it's not particularly... I wouldn't really recommend getting all of the chests, or as many chests as I got. At the end, I should have stopped sooner with, like, getting the chests. I think, because at a certain point they just became kind of obsolete. The stuff I got did not, like, just wasn't that useful. Right, doing the entire mountain range above the Fair and Woods. That was a decently fun one. Back to Korok Forest to do something else again. Back to Kakariko to go and improve my gear and level up again. Back to Hateno so I could get some stuff. I think that was for the house. Maybe. Then I went to go and get the royal soldier gear, I think. Or no, I went into... Why did I go in there again? I went in there another time to get something else. I just don't really remember. I did do Tarrytown right now, yep. This is where I began doing the entire Tarrytown stuff. Which eventually required me to go back over to Hyrule Castle so I could get the final piece of royal soldier gear. Or royal guard gear, whatever. Right, back to Tarrytown. Over here so I could cut down a freaking forest to get a metric crapload of wood. Back to Hyrule Castle so I could get the royal soldier gear for the formal occasion of becoming the emissary of Tarrytown. Back to the entrance and GTFO. Back to Tarrytown. And then over to Rito Village where I could get another one of the people who needed to go to Terrytown. Back to Terrytown. And then over to Zora's Domain so I could get a priest. Getting those dudes going. Doing the entire marriage thing. Getting the fuck out. Going back to my house. To drop some weapons, I think. Back to Terrytown to do something. Back to Gerudo Town so I could get a picture of Patricia, maybe? I don't know. Getting one shot by the Yiga. Wait, I only died 2 times right now. I've died 2 times. I'm gonna mark this off. I've died 2 times already. Let me see. I want to know how many times I died. In this entire playthrough. Like, actually died. What the hell am I doing over there? Oh, that's the... Right, that's the Divine Beast. I guess I can do something like this. So I died 2 times already. To the Gut Check challenge to get some more stuff. I might have missed some stuff, doesn't matter too much. You guys can see, right? Alright, and then began the entire exploration of the Gerudo region. That one was heavy, though. I will say the Gerudo region was not an easy region to do. Also wasn't really that much fun. I feel like I had like a little bit of a rough spot. Between like the Faerun region and the Gerudo region, those two were really rough, I feel. And then the Heber region was fine. Like, it was fine up until I reached the actual Hebra mountainscape, like the snowy area. Then it became a little bit more tedious, but it was still fine though. Still manageable, I would say. But like Gerudo Desert and Faerun Woods were definitely the lowest points in my playthrough, I think. At least in the final session, I would say. Doing all the stuff down there. And then it was time to go and do all the side quests. Around the Gerudo town, or like just in the Gerudo region in general. And then I started to do the exploration of the Gerudo region. Going over to the Great Ferry to go and increase some more gear. And there we go, into the desert we go. That was rough. The desert was rough. Well, the desert was more difficult because I just didn't have that much defense. And everything was wrecking me left and right. And also moving around in the desert is not particularly easy to do. Since you can't really call a horse. You would need a sand seal. I guess you can buy one of those sand seals that comes back to you, I think, maybe? I don't remember how that works. I don't think I've ever tried it either, so meh. That's just where it is. Right, then I start to go north. To the northern part, or I guess more the western part of Gerudo Desert. Then I went over to Elden Volcano Ride to farm some stuff. All of this stuff happened off camera. I was grinding for upgrade materials of all kinds, really. Stuff I needed to upgrade my armor sets. Because I wanted my armor sets to be upgraded. Why did I go down there? Nah, doesn't matter. I went all the way through the desert again? Right, that was for the yellow Zalfo's tails, of course. Then I went over to the over to the Lanayru Highlands so I could kill a lot of different Lizalfos. I'm sorry, a lot of ice breath Lizalfos. Went over here to kill some fire breath Lizalfos. Because I needed 1,000,000 Lizalfo's tails. And then I decided to go and start grinding, I think, the dragon parts maybe? No? Nah. I wanted to go and grind the dragon parts and then something happened and I was like, you know what, fuck it now, I'll go and continue. Or whatever, I don't remember. Then we continue the exploration of the desert. Ah, the desert. This is where I decided to do something. Yeah, I think this is the moment where I did the Master Trial. Maybe, I don't remember, man. I do not remember when I did those. And the game won't really show me. Or like this thing won't really show me, so I won't be able to remember it. Right, and this is where we started to do Carissa Valley, the Giga clan hideout. Ba-dum. Near a mountain to go and start grinding for some dragon parts. This was annoying. This was very annoying to do. Right, I went into Hyrule Castle to get a falcon bow. That's it. That's why I went into Hyrule Castle the second time. So the first time for the picture, the second time for a great falcon bow, and the third time for the royal soldier gear or guard gear. And then in the end also, you know, for straight up exploring the stuff. That's where I grinded for ferocious bits, which were not too difficult to get. And now I could upgrade most of my things. Now I went into the mountains. I then went over that way to get a shrine, maybe? Or what? I have no idea why what that was, but meh. Went over to my house to go and drop some stuff. Oh yeah, I started to explore over there, right. Got that thing, got that shrine, and then back to my house to go and drop something else, maybe? And then we started with... oh yeah, right, that was a falling star, I think. Or a star fragment, whatever the hell. It's probably going to become pretty dang late by the time that I'm done. Which is not particularly what I wanted, but oh well. It is kind of what I expected now. More later Highland shenanigans. Just a lot of later Highland. This one was rough. This one was definitely rough. Lanedo Highland is also like not an easy area. It's a pretty difficult area, so it's not too big of a surprise. I fight with another Lionel up there. I think that was Silver Lionel level already. Back to the Korok Forest. And then we went over there to go and start exploring Hyrule Field. Which was interesting. Another star fragment. Once you see me going for like in a straight line, that's just for a star fragment every single time. Doing a Colosseum, doing that entire area. Doing the left side of Hyrule first. Then going back over there. So I could do that other square, go over to the ruins over there, go to the... It's so interesting to see me sometimes make beelines for something. And there was another star fragment. I got a lot of star fragments in Hyrule Field. That was really useful. Right, doing that entire part over there. Getting some Wizard Up shenanigans and also getting more ancient gear. And this is where we slowly but surely started to... another star fragment. This is where we slowly but surely started to run into more and more Guardians, I think. Near the center of Hyrule. Yep, definitely over there. Going to the left. Fighting even more Guardians. Going back to Kakariko Village to level up my gear. With the Guardian bits that I had. Getting some more weapons, I think. That was to get the chainsaw. Because I was going to do Hyrule Castle Town. And I needed another anti-Guardian weapon. Then we did the entirety of Hyrule Town. Or Hyrule Castle Town. And this is where Hyrule Castle began. This was a journey. I did really like exploring Hyrule Castle there. That was fun. Getting all the things in Hyrule Castle was fun. At least a decent amount of fun. Let's say it like that. All the times that I'm saying that I had fun, it's like to a certain degree. Especially in this game with the stuff that I've been doing, because, like I said, it was not always fun. So it was quite tedious most of the time. So, but it didn't bother me too much because I like doing this kind of stuff. Right, and this is where we began the Heber region. Like we first began with the Bantha region, of course. Starting with the mountain around here. Satare Mountain. At least I think that's what its name is. Went over that way, fought some dudes, that way, that way. Going bloody everywhere. Gotta love seeing those straight lines. And we did that entire thing. Over to the Great Ferry for something that I don't particularly remember. Back over there for something else. Don't remember what I was doing over here. I think this is Monster Cake or whatever. Maybe. This might be a moment where I was cleaning up some quests or something. Alright, doing more of that area. Going back to Sattery Mountain. To do the Blood Moon thing, right? I forgot to put my teleportation sigil on, which was a pretty shitty situation. And then we did those mountains, this entire plains over here. This is very recent for me. That's like a week ago, I think. If you're wondering, I think I did like almost every single... Well, I think the last week or something, I've been doing a lot more. Because I was nearing the end and I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's go in. Let's go in for the long haul and just finish up this game. But usually I do like 3 to 4 videos maybe. Well, yeah. Normally I do 3 to 4 videos. From 4, like, I usually begin around... I would say... half past 3 p.m. or something. That's usually when I begin, and then I end at like 7 p.m. or something. So 4 to 3 hours is usually what I do. Unless if I am almost done with something and I want to finish it. Or if I don't have a lot of time, or if there's some other crap happening, or which might give me a reason to do even more. And this is where everything became a little bit more of a slog. I would say. Rita Village was fine, but once I went into the Hebra Mountains, this is where stuff started to become a little bit more of a slog, like I say. The Hebra Mountain range is also freaking huge. There's such a ridiculous amount of stuff to be gotten over there. It's insane. And then my beautiful route through this place. I find it very interesting to see, like, when I run around these places, I always feel like I'm running around in circles and doing really stupid things, but I'm actually doing... Like, the way that I do things, like, the way that I went through this game and the way that I got everything, I don't think that there's anything that, like, doesn't make sense, if you know what I mean. I think I planned out my routes pretty dang well. It was planning on the spot, really. I didn't really think too much about it, but it was good, man. Wow. And then at the Bantha Plain, or the Thunder or whatever. Fighting a lot of freaking Lionels. Not giving a crap about the chest in the Labyrinth, because I was not in the mood for getting him. They also weren't really worth it. For me in any case, anymore. Right, I'm teleporting back and forth for God knows what reason. I have absolutely no idea. And then we went over this way, dealing with some Lionels, dealing with the Great Hyrule Forest, and the area around it. More Lionel fights. And the Elden Great Skeleton. I did something over there, I don't remember, but... Took a picture of the Great Skeleton. And I finished off this quest. And I continued going over this way. To the Gut Check Rock, sorry. And then it was time to do Goron City. Or the main quest in any case. Again. Right, and then we went into the Great Hyrule Forest to do the Korok Trials. Failing a couple of times. Didn't fail with the sneaking one, which was amazing, because that one sucks a lot. And then around the tower over here. and the place south of Eldon. The hot springs and all that jazz. And then we entered the really hot place. Getting a lot of crap everywhere. Just a lot of back and forth. Corn City. I think I will start to do some quests right now, right? Yep. This is where I start to do the quests. Went over that way, got the shrine with the crab. And some other crap. Ah. And then began my journey into Akala. Beginning with the Citadel, of course. Going this way. And then doing the island over here. I remember not feeling too well when I did this. Yeah, this was one of the... This is another downer moment, I think. Right, was it this one? I think it might have been this session. Yeah, I think it was the Akala session that I had a little bit of a downer. Because of certain situations. No, it's not this one though. I think it might be a little bit later on. Doesn't matter too much. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to think too much about it. Yeah, that was definitely the downer session. Yeah, because I ended up at the Spring of Power and that's where I stopped. And I got myself the Cap of the Wild, or the Armor of the Wild, really. Right, then into the memory over here. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely the session. I definitely remember that. And then I went this way. This is my session of the day, actually. I did do a long session today. I spent I spent like half of the day or something on this, but I wanted to finish it off. I really wanted to. Going over to Kilton to buy the Darklink armor. My horse is still there, by the way. Cleaning up the remaining things in the Akala region. Doing the final sword trial. Which was an experience. Getting a dragon scale that still needed. Why did I go over there? Oh yeah, right, to get the honey stuff. This is to get the coarser bee honey. And then I went over this way. Over to the rock woods. Or just like the woods around in deeper Akala to get the energetic rhino beetles. For the good old armor. Then I started to upgrade the armor, of course. Went back over there to go and get my reward from Hesto, I think. And then we began the Champion's Ballad. Where I went from one place to the other, using the one-shot obliterator. And getting obliterated once. In the shrine. And then continuing going. Getting one thing after the other. Finishing off the Zora trial first. Then going over to Rivali's trial. Or Rivali's trials, because there was multiples, of course. Having to wait for a freaking dragon. That was annoying. And then we went over to the Rook's trials, which required me to go back over to the top of Death Mountain again. Multiple times. Fighting the Igneo Talus Titan. Fighting the boss, and then going over to the Gerudo region. To get the next things going. Get that one over there. Fight the dude. Then doing the Sandhill shenanigans all the way up there. And then figuring out what the hell I'm supposed to do with the ball. Killing the freaking people in the Yiga clan hideout, because fuck him. Finishing up the boss battle. Doing that entire thing. Grabbing my awesome bike, making my way over to Hyrule Castle, killing Ganon, leaving, and then in the end we end up over here, in Terrytown. My god, people. Wow. Whew. Okay, now I want to go and take a look at something else also. I'm gonna save my game for a moment. Okay, Let's go and see. Where can I find this? I think that's with the users. Yes, just right. No, can I not transfer user? I don't remember how you can see this. There was something like it though. Internet data management, user, me, amiibo, themes, notifications, zip mode, controls, things, systems. Can I be found in system somewhere? I thought you could see it at user though. Right? Activity stuff, check membership, update download stuff. Manage blocked user friend settings. Really? Huh. Where's the data management? I just can't find it. Yeah, not instantly, no. Wait a second though. I'm gonna look this up because I wanna know this. I wanna really wanna say goodbye. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to be. Beep 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 beep. Give me a moment. You know what? While I'm waiting, or while you're waiting, maybe. Let me go and get this going so I can listen to the beautiful music. Ah, okay, yep. That makes a little bit more sense. There we go. My page. Alright. Profile, friend lists, online stuff, add friend, user settings. No? Can I just not find this? Or am I supposed to go over to my actual page over here? Trending with friends. Ah, so that's profile. Can I see it over here with profile? I do have a profile. Okay, yeah. No, I don't have information over there. Played 100 hours or more. Makes sense to me. 150? Really? I'm actually very interested in this for a moment. 95 hours? Yeah, that makes sense. 300 hours. Yes, I did complete that game, so I guess that's not the biggest surprise. 260 hours. I've played, if you're wondering, I've played the game once. I've played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 once. I 100%ed the game, but I played it only once. 300 hours for Hyrule Warriors, though. Holy shit. That's bonkers. Alright, people. That's it. That's it. I'm done. So, if there's anybody still around at this point, whew, I thoroughly hope you enjoyed this this maddening Let's Play of Just Fred, where I was playing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. 100%. And now I can finally leave this game behind me. I did like it though. I did still like the game. And now I can finally do something more interesting. In the form of, probably, Persona 4. That's, I think, my next project. It's something like that, or maybe Dark Souls again. I don't know. I'll see. Depending on what I feel like. There's some stuff I need to do in my life first for the next couple of days, so it's gonna take some time. I also need to edit all this stuff like crazy, so it's gonna take some time before I can continue. Alright, my friends. Goodbye.